It's a kind of political thing that people kind of...
They've changed, they've rewritten history.
I've got the record here. So you're with Ed Miliband, who got such a hard time last night saying we didn't spend too much. You're absolutely sticking by that.
I'm setting out what we did and why we did it. Right. And actually, we never ran in the 18 years of Conservative government, they ran a surplus in just 2 of those years. We ran a surplus in the first term of the Blair government, and we never had a deficit as big as the deficit in the Major government.
Well, that's right. We got a public sector debt compared to the size of the economy in 1997 was 40%. By 2010 it was 56%. That includes the bank bailout.
The bank's bailout, though, yeah.
But it excludes the bank bailouts. In 2001 it had fallen to 30%. By 2007 it had risen to 37%. So while the figure represents the impact of the deep recession that began in 2007, it also shows that government spending rose between 2001 and 2007.
True.
By 2012 and 13 it had risen by almost 75%. Can I just thank you to the Office of National Statistics?
Excellent, but Nicky, can I just take your figures and just point you to something there? Because you
read my other notes.
Public sector debt compared to the size of economy, 1997, 40%.
Right.
Yeah. 2007, that spending review that I was talking about, 37%. So then the crash came in 2008. So that is why we said what we said. And yes, the Tories and the Liberals have spun away on this every question time. Labour's mess, Labour's mess. Maybe we should be better at countering that. But these are the facts.
Okay, let's hear from you, lady at the back. Leanne, hi.
My question is about the deficit and what your flagship policy will be.
Ed Miliband never mentioned it.
That's right. I just want to know what the flagship policy is, which will have the greatest impact in reducing the budget deficit. And rather than give me a number, I'd like to know from what you're going to raise, what is it possible you raise as a percentage of the actual deficit? Because to the public, numbers are just huge amounts. So as a percentage, what is the flagship policy?
Well, the simplest way of putting it, so that people understand it, is to say that we will have the books in balance by the end of the next Parliament. So there won't be a deficit. The books will be in balance in the next Parliament. And the way we will do that is that we're saying that there will be reductions in the non-protected areas. So outside of the health budget, outside of the education budget. Unlike the government, we're going to protect all of the education budget. So that includes early years and post-16 education as well. But we're being honest that there will be reductions. Ed Balls and Ed Miliband have said the first line of every budget that Labour presents in the next Parliament will say this budget reduces the deficit.
How much borrowing? Because the IFS have said the Labour Party's provided disappointingly little information on exactly how much they would borrow. So that's all a bit nebulous.